have access only when you are inside your premises. And that becomes location dependent. And if you use only your laptop, your desktop, then it becomes device dependent. Then now cloud relieves you of both location and device independence. Just look at it. So if that is going to be a technology where the computing resources come over an internet and data and applications on the cloud, and I can access it from anywhere, anytime without depending on anything, that's wonderful. That can change how you function. It can change your life. What are the different types of cloud computing? Here, when you listen to cloud computing topics from technologists, you will keep hearing SaaS, PaaS, IaaS, all that. It's nothing but infrastructure as a service. If somebody is giving you storage, it's called infrastructure. So I always say that I have a friend who is a designer, and if he has to undertake large projects, that means he has to handle large amounts of data. So suppose he goes and pitches with a client that he wants to take that project. So he has to handle 1 TB of data. Now he has to buy all those hardwares that is required for that, and he has to put all the infrastructure. Today he need not do that. He can just take out 1 TB of data, storage space, and use it, and then when he is finished with the project, he can just close it. That's how it is. Some of the examples, companies which are in this space, Amazon and GoGrid. And platform as a service, this is for developers who develop applications, and this is the most famous part of the cloud computing, the SaaS model, software as a service. As I said, the Microsoft, even I think Microsoft has a model of SaaS now, or most of the applications. See, I'll tell you, you are working in a company which has 2,000 employees, let's say 2,000 sales guys who go out to the market. Such a company can buy a powerful software and allow all the features to be used by their salespeople. Now, I have a small company, I have 2 salespeople. Can I invest and buy that software? I cannot. So what do I do? In this model, in SaaS model, it is subscription based. You don't buy any software. No software buying, no installation. You just log on to the internet, get onto the cloud, where the software application resides, and you just use it. And a guy who uses with 2 users will pay for 2 users, and a person or an enterprise which uses with 2,000 users will pay for 2,000 users. So the advantages of SaaS here is when there is an update, it is automatic. When there is a new feature, it is automatic. So a company with 2,000 sales force and a company with 2 people in their sales team are equated now. They have the same resources in this model because it's a subscription model. Now, how cloud computing can help you as a person and as a business or as a corporate? I'd say drastic reduction in hardware, because we don't buy hardwares. We no more powerful, no more storage devices, no more powerful laptops. So hardware, and we don't buy any software. No buying software is cloud computing's biggest advantage. You don't buy any kind of software, and low total cost of ownership, and also a high ROI, because your capital expenditure is very, very low, and at a fraction of the cost that you would spend for software, you get your subscriptions. These are the 2 key learnings that you have to start with in cloud computing. And then it gives you location, device independence, and also data wherever you go. As I said, I'm in a customer's place. He's asking me for one detail, and I know it's somewhere there in my data. So you have a cloud storage, and you just go there and check your files, and you can get it. See, I'll tell you, there are 2 places where I have found this very, very useful in my own life. One is when I deal with payments. Most of the time when I'm inside a company, they are ready to release the payment, but they want some invoice number, some bank detail or something like that. Thanks to clouds, then and there, from my whatever instrument I'm using, I'm able to plug out that information, give it to him, he releases my payment. Maybe it would have taken another 2-3 weeks if I have to tell him, I'll go back to my office, check and give you, by the time he has allocated that money to somebody else. This is one. Second thing is, especially selling. you need to know a lot of details. So you can use cloud computing to collaborate or to check your own things and then close the deal. Of course, in a place like this, power supply, which is a huge issue, I am working on a project and power goes, all that, I can just walk across the street, go to an internet cafe or go to the next neighborhood, start from where I left. Wherever I left, I can just start off because I just have to close this browser and open that browser. Everything is with me. I don't need to even take my laptop. I don't need to take my data. I don't need to take my hardware there. Nothing. Everything is in the cloud. Just go there, switch on with your internet connection, and you can work as if you have never left anywhere. And easy collaboration. See, for example, I'll tell you, there is a factory in one place like Sriperumbudur, and they have an office in Chennai, and they have their head office in Bombay, and they have customers, global offices, one in Middle East, one in elsewhere. So all these guys, if you look at traditionally how they have been working, is horrible, just horrible for me. So how do they collaborate today? They just make a page, let's say, and in real time, everybody can edit it, everybody can post it, and if somebody wants to know some information, they just have to open this page. See how collaboration would be if it is done. There are no revisions, there are no various naming the files and all that. So if you use such collaboration, the whole email junk that you create gets down, and also as an attachment when you send, you don't know which is the right attachment and all that. I find extremely productive, and your whole time, I would say after using cloud computing, what I was doing in a day, at least 4 or 5 hours got relieved from that. No, I got extra 4 or 5 hours to do my work, and I took more into my life thanks to cloud computing. And then global level scaling, again I said, so see whether you use 2 units of electricity or 200 units of electricity, they keep producing, they allow you to use. So you don't need to plan for it. So you can just scale up with cloud, and complete peace of mind. I'll tell you, the peace of mind I have had, not misplacing my data or worrying about how will I access it, is completely gone. The result is I do much better business at a lower cost. So current status and future promises. Cloud is still at its infancy, but I should not be saying that because it has moved in great strides. 5 years back, I would have said it's at infancy. We can still say that looking at the potential and looking at what is possible with cloud computing, and hence some of the applications are still in beta-ish nature. And then lack of integration. Suppose people always ask me inside an enterprise, we are using these applications. Do you mean to say I shut down everything and then start off? No, it is not like that. You can integrate all the applications with the new cloud computing models, but some of the applications may not have that integration. That's why we stay still, it's a long way to go. And the lack of open standards, some of them, I think this will come in time. And lack of SLA from vendors. So people always ask me, okay, I go to the cloud computing model, they have this and all that. What about downtime? What about this? Cloud vendors have SLA, service level agreements, which you can go through, be sure, and then I would say the uptime or the downtime is very less, and the uptime is much better than traditionally what you were using or what you are used to. And ubiquitous internet access, that is one thing you have to be there. Somebody asked me, okay, wherever I go, I don't have internet access. Actually, you should not be saying that, because even wherever you go, even if it's your office, if there is no internet access, I think you just have to declare a holiday today in the business. At least here, you can go to a place where there is an internet access and you can function as if you never left your office. And future promises are, these applications are getting matured and more people are taking care of it. Vendors are starting to integrate third-party applications. See, suppose you have to use my application and you are already using some applications. Now I understand that has to go with your workflow so that you would use me. So they are integrating with various applications. And open standards, there's always a promotion to be to have open standards. And again, SLAs you would find in most of the place vendors have for paid users. See, this model of freemium is very famous with cloud. They allow you to use free for maybe 3 or 4 accounts, but when you want 40 accounts, maybe you will become a paid user. But they take care, and then they give you a very good customer support when it comes to paid customers as SLAs. And ISPs, government, all these would be future promises. So in conclusion, I would say cloud computing again changes the way you function with your business, and hence the way in which you lead your life, and increases productivity manifold. As I just told you, it at least frees up all my time. I never have to search, I never have to look forward, I am never tied to my desk. That is great productivity. I was talking to Mr. Prakash, I was checking, then and there I reply. Most of the data I need is available in my palm. And the beauty is you can use it with any device connected to internet, not necessarily your computer. And so how does this change the business shape? I'll tell you again a personal example. In due course, what happened is, because I have the data and access to it, whenever a customer asks me, I reply him immediately. Over a period of time, what happened is my customer have started giving me the first choice of refusal. I'll tell you, if you're a marketing guy, you spend years and years to achieve this position of the first choice of refusal. And today I have this thanks to cloud computing. They know that I'm going to answer immediately, so the first choice of answering comes to me, and hence there's a great conversion to business. So productivity, efficiency wise, I think there's nothing to beat unless you adopt. Offers competitive advantage. Now, as I say, they send the same question to 5 people, 5 business consultants, and I answer immediately. I get a competitive over. And the other guy is traveling and he thinks, okay, my data is in my computer, maybe I'll reach office tomorrow, I will dig it out and send it to him. I get a huge competitive advantage in such a scenario. And then it offers, as I said, lower total cost of ownership because you are not investing on hardware and software in a big way, and higher return on investments because of timely action, because of collaboration, because of lesser capital expenditure, and but you need help. You need to know which applications, how you use it, and you've got to train people. I'll tell you, today I think most of the IT companies are out of city, and it takes 2 to 3 hours in this traffic to go. And more companies are allowing you to log in and work because they want the 3-hour productivity. They don't take pride that you travel 3 plus 3, 6 hours in a day by bus. So what I'm saying is, if you learn cloud computing from a user perspective and then use it, you would find that it drastically changes your business. Hence, people always complain that they don't have no time, family time, personal time, or time to improve their business, time to do other things. Get on to cloud computing and you see. I don't want to put a number, but I would say 50% of my time got released thanks to cloud computing, because the repetitive things that I was doing in terms of searching, in terms of looking for collaboration, in terms of what I was doing, I could do with a complete peace of mind, which money cannot buy. Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks for all those watching. Thanks Hoogly for a nice webcast, and thank one and all. And I also say, I have to say that being a Friday night, last night and this morning, my kids also have watched and have said, and I have done a good job. I think I take that. So thank you, kids. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr.